split. Since we are essentially done, let's talk about how we should export this data set. Now, we can either download a zip to our computer, which I recommend to preserve the data, but we can also show the downloaded code, which we will use in the next tutorial video. First, let's address formatting. I am no expert in formatting, however, I do know that the format of the dataset must match up with the type of machine learning algorithm to be used. What this means is that instead of downloading a dataset at large, it has to be in a specific format, either JSON, text, even in Excel, CSV. And what those do are when you're actually training, the algorithm can understand all of the data we just assigned, all of the labels and all of the bounding box locations. I chose ahead of time YOLO v5, and what I'm going to do is export YOLO v5 in this way. I'm going to download a zip to my computer, and I'm going to hit continue. What this will do is zip all of those files together and allow me to download it for my own personal drive. Now, we'll use the show code, and to give you a brief view of what that looks like is here. I am no coding expert, but in our next tutorial video, we will dive into how this will apply to your machine learning algorithm and how these unique codes will help detect damage of housing. Before we get there, some other features I wanted to mention. Feel free to skip to the next video if you want to get to learning. Here we have a bunch of different projects. What Roboflow can do is actually merge similar projects together. So if you're working in one space, someone's working in another, or you just want to splice things together and really test and experiment, merging projects is a great way to do that. Another great advantage of Roboflow is continuously adding and annotating images. Don't be afraid to take an old project out of the woodworks or take a new project and continually add photos to continually edit. This will only make things better. As mentioned before, that's just how machine learning works. And again, in this tutorial, we've only created a project that does object detection. If you're interested, I strongly suggest that damage detection and assessment can be used with other algorithms, say instance segmentation as mentioned before. Feel free to explore and take this idea further. Don't be defined by object detection. Object detection is great, it's fast and it's accurate, but if you want to press further and maybe investigate more, I would encourage looking into other algorithms that will help detect and assess damage, and really developing your own unique model that you can employ in your local community. So now, let's transition and open up a Google Notebook. Jump to the next video to learn more about how to apply this data set to an actual problem.